Under the Barcelona sky, Barcelona, with its cobblestone streets, its lively squares and its salty breeze, witnessed the most beautiful love and the most bitter betrayal. Camila had arrived in the city to begin a new stage. He left New York with a scholarship to study art at a prestigious school located near Passeig de Gràcia. He was 27 years old, his heart full of illusions and a promise that everything would be different in Europe. He met him at sunset in front of the Sagrada Familia. Adrián, a young architect from Barcelona, with an easy smile and eyes that seemed to hide secrets. He offered to show her the city like no one else could, and Camila, laughing, accepted. Life in Barcelona became a dream. Bicycle rides through the Parc de la Ciutadella, dinners, intimate moments on hidden terraces in Elborn, stolen kisses on the shores of the sea in Barceloneta. Adrián seemed tailor-made for her dreams. Attentive, passionate, spontaneous. But there was something that Camila couldn't decipher. One afternoon, while painting in the Gothic Quarter, she saw Adrián cross a square, embracing a blonde woman, very different from her. She stopped. She observed. The kiss they shared. Iran left no doubts. Camila's heart broke silently. He had never told her they were exclusive. He never promised anything. But the way he looked at her, the way he touched her, had I believed that she was his only one. Confused, hurt, she decided to confront him. She summoned him to a cafe near Tibidabo, high in the city, where the view encompassed everything from the colorful rooftops to the blue sea. Adrián arrived, smiling as if nothing, but his smile vanished when he saw the tears in Camila's eyes. "Who is she?" she asked, her voice trembling. Adrián sighed. He ran a hand through his hair and looked down. "It's complicated. You don't understand. I can't just leave everything." The revelation was worse than he imagined. The blonde woman was his fiancée. They had years together. Their families were united by important business. Breaking that engagement would be a scandal. "And me? What am I then?" Camila whispered, barely holding back tears. "What we have, it's real," he insisted. "But I can't choose you. Not now." Amid the cold breeze blowing from the sea, Camila understood something painful. It wasn't a lack of love. It was a lack of courage. That night, there, he walked along Las Ramblas, getting lost among tourists and locals, letting the city's bustle drown out his sobs. He ended up at the Mirador de Colom, looking at the vastness of the sea. He thought about everything. Oh, what he had left behind to start again. And how, even on another continent, love could hurt just the same. Weeks passed. Adrián tried to look for her, to send her messages, letters. But Camila, he did not respond. He immersed himself in his art, in his new life. He promised himself not to get lost again in someone who did not have the courage to stay. One day, at an exhibition at the Museo Picasso, his eyes they slept with other men's wives. Diego, an Argentinian journalist who wrote about art and culture. Their first encounter was casual, a spontaneous conversation about the exhibition. But over time, in 3 coffees in the Raval and evening walks in Montjuic, Camila began to remember that love doesn't always hurt. That sometimes, simply, it flows. The love between Camila and Diego was not a sweeping fire satyr like the one he had with Adrián. It was a constant, warm flame that illuminated without burning. They fell in love slowly, between walks through Güell Park, sunsets from the Bunkers del Carmel, and shared isas in small bars of Gracia. One day, Diego proposed a weekend getaway to Sitges, a coastal town less than an hour from Barcelona. Camila accepted, excited, feeling that, finally, his heart was ready to bet again. They walked barefoot on the sand, shared ice cream, danced under the stars in a square full of live music, and that night, in a small hotel in front of the sea, they made love as if their bodies could erase the pain of their pasts. But happiness has silent enemies. One afternoon, back in Barcelona, Camila entered a cafeteria to buy a coffee before his class. In line, when turning, he saw Diego, sitting at a table, accompanied. It wasn't just any company, an elegant woman, with dark hair. He held his hand on the table, with a hurtful familiarity. Diego smiled. That smile that Camila thought was only for her. The world crumbled around her in seconds. Camila stepped back before that. They saw her, and she went out into the street, feeling short of breath. Again? Had she trusted too quickly again? That night, Diego called her. He sounded normal, as if nothing had happened. Camila. He hesitated, but agreed to see him in her apartment. When Diego arrived, she couldn't keep quiet. "Who is she, Diego?" she asked, arms crossed, her voice breaking. He tensed, swallowed. "She's my Posa. The blow was brutal. We are separated," he hastened to say. "I didn't want to tell you because I thought it wasn't the time. I didn't want to lose you before having the opportunity to show you how much I love you, oh." Camila laughed, but it wasn't a happy laugh. It was bitter, broken. "Did you think that lying to me was the best way to love me?" Diego tried to approach, but she recoiled. Each word was a diaga on her chest. "I'm leaving her, Camila. I swear it. It's you. Only you." But it was too late. She had learned too much. She knew that love without truth did not survive, that passion without respect was a cruel mirage. He left it there, in his living room, surrounded by memories that now only hurt. The days passed, heavy as stones. Barcelona remained vibrant outside, but inside her, everything was gray. One afternoon, he decided to go for a walk without a destination. He crossed the narrow streets of the Born, let himself be carried away by the street music in Plaza Real, slowly climbed the stairs of the MNAC until he reached the terrace, the museum, where Barcelona extended majestically before his eyes. And there, among tourists and photographers, he saw a familiar figure, Adrian. Their gazes met. An uncomfortable silence enveloped them. He was the first to speak. "Camila, I thought you had left." She smiled, but it was a different smile. Serene, firm. "I stayed. For me," she replied. Adrian took a step closer, but she... He stood firm. "I've thought so much about you," he murmured. "I left everything. I didn't want to continue living an empty life. I came to find you." Camila's heart trembled, but she remained strong. She was no longer the same girl who cried in the wet streets of Barcelona. "Maybe someday you will understand," he said softly, "that sometimes love is not enough if it doesn't arrive on time." And without looking back, he walked away, leaving a river lost among the shadows of a Barcelonan sunset. Camila slowly descended the stairs. The city, her city, beat around her. The colors, the sounds, the life, everything was hers. For P.S., for the first time, she understood that she didn't need a half-hearted love, nor broken promises, nor excuses. She was enough on her own, and it was sufficient. Under the Barcelona sky, Camila did not find the love she was looking for. She found, or something better, herself. If you like the story, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell so you don't miss new stories every week. Share this video with someone who loves love, and drama stories. Leave in the comments your favorite part or if you ever felt you had to choose yourself before a love. Thank you for being part of this beautiful community, D. End.